Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with one of the rarest tanks in the game. Speaking about the performance, people are not playing with this vehicle, maybe because they did not manage to buy it during the bled market or caravan or however it was called. Gonzalo, fellas. Gonzalo is the fourth played tank in the tier 8 heavy tank category, or I supposed to say premium heavy tank category. And this tank is absolute powerhouse as a vehicle itself. What do I mean by saying this? This tank is capable of doing many bad things. And a lot of people thought this tank is going to be like Caliban, but pretty much way worse than this, because it won't have the Caliban gun. And you know what? Joke's on you, fellas, this tank has better gun than Caliban. Now, standard alpha damage, 440, it's nothing extraordinary, but looking into the gold penetration and the gold alpha, this tank is capable of pumping 530 alpha damage with 210 millimeters of penetration, and you actually have a bit of armor, which is nuts when we are thinking about this. So you can shred everyone like hot knife through the butter. You can say hello for char footer for 600. I mean, he shed his pants after this. He is thinking, oh my bananas, I never ever want to meet this tank ever again. You know, this is what this tank is capable of doing, and it is absolute powerhouse. And in the same time, I don't really think many people are familiar with this vehicle as well, and the main reason being is because it's so rare in the game. Pretty much how the things went, Wargaming was selling it, if I'm not mistaken, for 10,000 gold or maybe less than that, and people did not even bother to buy it. And I think in a way it was because Wargaming tried to be sneaky. Wargaming tried to... Pretty much they did not allow the content creators to test the vehicle before, so obviously majority of the content creators said, yeah, more likely tank is not going to be that great. Looking into the soft stats and everything, it is not looking like the best vehicle in the world of tanks. And in fact, it truly doesn't look like it is a great tank. But once again, I said that million of the times before, and I can repeat the same thing. Stats means nothing in the world of tanks. Stats are nothing. You need to figure out how the tank is playing and how the tank is looking like whenever you are actually touching the tank, right? And this is when you are checking out how the things are looking like, and is the tank actually decent or not so much. And it happened to be this tank became one of my favorite tier 8 heavy tanks in the game. This is how much I appreciate this tank, and this is how much I like this vehicle. Okay, let's see. How we can make this work, this is the question. Not the easiest game whatsoever, and in fact I would say this is very hard game. Oh, Arasham, watch this. Oh, worth a try. We need to figure out how to decap the base in this kind of situation. It is not going to be easy, but it is definitely doable. How we can do this? I think I need to go for Progetto, because Progetto soon will reload and Progetto will try to go for our CS 59. So I think the main mission for us is going to be to just simply say hello for this gentleman. Watch this, watch this, watch this. This is going to be a good one. So Progetto is trying to run, and I'm saying, hi mate, how are you doing? 530. Yeah, you are not even feeling how fast you are pumping the damage. 3 shots, you have already 1,500. 4 shots, 2,000. You know, it is nuts. Look at this. Hi. Bam, 570. 570. This is absolutely crazy when we are thinking how fast and how big of the damage you are making in such a short time. How about you? How are you doing? Another 300. And yeah, one thing to say, it is not cheap tank to play with. In other words, you will need to shoot quite a bit of the gold ammunition, right? Unfortunately, there is no other way around it. If you want to do a lot of damage, you need to shoot the gold ammunition, right? With the standard ammunition, I think this tank is not even close for being decent. With the standard ammunition, it is kind of meh. Now, watch this. Even though the distance is quite big, it doesn't really changes anything. You can spank everyone like there is no tomorrow. And this is what I really want to highlight about this vehicle. Look at this. Now, you are hitting, and once again, now just to let you know, on the paper, this tank accuracy is probably like something horrible. It's 0.4 for a heavy tank. It is truly far away from being good. Funny fact, this vehicle has probably less accuracy than T-34, and T-34 cannot hit absolutely anything, and with this tank you are spanking everyone left, right and center. And in fact, after this we will check it out. Let's teleport to the garage. Okay, beautiful. We came back, and what do we have? We have 3,500 damage, we have 4 kills, we have quite a bit of the credits made. To be exact, we are 1,200 basic. We have 1,200 base experience, and we made 96,000 credits. Although 50,000 comes from the missions. Obviously, when we are thinking about this, you can always have your own credit boosters and everything. So life would be so much better, and you would make so much more credits. Anyways. Look into the paper. 0.4 accuracy, right, on this vehicle. And now looking into the T-34, just out of curiosity, T-34 has 0.31. And I can promise you that you will hit so much more shots with a Caliban compared with a T-34. So it is absolutely insanity how the game is balanced and how the things are looking like. But hey, I am here just to show you how the tank is looking like, and to remind you accuracy isn't everything, right? Anyways, let's go for round number 2. I have a feeling I called Gonzalo Caliban, but we are going to pretend it never happened, okay? If I am going to say, let's have a deal, fellas. If I'm going to say Caliban, that means I'm talking about Gonzalo. When we have this out of the way, great. Second game steps, assault, that is quite straightforward, I would say. All we want to do, we want to go to the Bravo line, and I believe from Bravo line we will be able to punish enemy heavy tanks. At least that's what I want to believe. Now, speaking about our play into the zero line, I do not really think it would be a great choice. Plus, on top of that, fellas, check out this cute face. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but that is in a way a ridiculous and in a way funny feature to the game, you know? At least I do not see anything bad whatsoever about this. Okay, let's see. I would say this is the straightforward situation for us, and we will need to make a hardcore pressure for the Vazan. I think that is only one way how we can do the things, and I think I'm going to cross immediately. Or do I want to cross immediately? Or do I want to cross immediately? Okay, I need to relocate a bit. I have an idea. Now the question is, will the things work great for us? As you can see, our chieftain is crossing. That is not a big surprise. Now we have like 3 guns who are paying attention at us. Not exactly what I would love to see, and not exactly what I am looking for. Okay, never mind. Chieftain will hold them for a bit. That is a good thing. I don't want to get that much involved. I don't really think I have such a great armor as Chieftain P does. And in the same time, what I would love to see, I would love to see enemy was making one or another shitty mistake, you know? This is what I am looking for, and this is what I'm aiming for. But for that we need to be patient. I really want to be aggressive, but in the same time the risk is way too high at this point. I just think I am going to sacrifice everything for nothing. So we are just waiting for now. If enemy team will make a decision to get involved like this, we are farming them. I cannot go up either for very, very simple reason. Oh, TBR, watch this, watch this, watch this. He turned it. Or I supposed to say I aimed like a pile of caco. I thought he is going more steep, if that makes sense. That's okay, that is okay, that's me. That is me. How we can make it work, huh? This is the question, okay. Yep, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Hi, how are you doing? Nah. Minus 450 in the ass. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Extremely nice. Do I want to get involved? Okay, I have an idea. I want to check out who is living here on the corner. Do they have anyone here or not really? Am I getting spotted? I'm not getting spotted. Excellent. Okay. What that means we can start flanking enemies. Now, all we need to do at this point, we need to get closer. I know I'm spotted, I do not really mind, and I can see this beautiful Italian tank destroyer. Hi, people. Too bad we did not manage to penetrate him. He turned at the right time, so I can blame only myself for that. And all in all, we are set and we are Gucci. At least that's what I want to believe. Hi. I managed to miss out aim shot. Okay, fine. Fine, fair enough. Enemies have no team whatsoever at this point, and I really want to do at least, I would say, a couple of thousand more, right? Not as simple game, and I can tell you why, because I was way too passive. I think I needed to find my balls and to make a bit more pressure towards the enemies. That's what I think. But mistakes were made, so at this point I can only cry about my preferentials or about my decisions, I would say. Meanwhile, Kapaza is crossing like this. The question is, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Can I find him somewhere here? What is the chance he's sitting in the bush? Nah, I think he crossed. Yeah, in this situation, fellas, I do not really know how I could have fixed the score and how I could have done more bad things for the enemies. Honestly, I truly do not know. Now, that's completely fine. We are trying to dodge as much damage as we can by staying sideways and sending him to the garage. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tank, fellas. I remember when I got this tank, I was thinking, why am I even bothering to buy this vehicle? You know, it is looking not so great, and I think I even said for people, I cannot recommend this vehicle or I cannot talk about this vehicle because, you know, from the stats it means nothing. And in the end of the day, as you can see, this tank became one of my favorites. Okay, let's see, can we hit that T-44? I think we can, so we will fix the performance by tiny touch, but obviously it won't be ideal. Yeah, that was a big game by me. I think the biggest mistake which I have done was I decided to be too passive. 15-2, I did not read everything instantly. I did not figure it out. Our team is winning the game, and that's what we have. Anyways, I am still feeling great about this vehicle, and even though we had a game like this, I do not feel like the tank is bad by any shape or any form, if you know what I mean. Looking into this score, second class, 1.9,000 damage, 1.700 assisting damage, right? Definitely not a top dog on the field. Our Chieftain P farmed everyone, good for him. And we made only 36,000 profits. Yikes. Aha! Looks like matchmaking is looking so much better, and look at how many heavy tanks we need to deal with. That is not a bad thing. The thing is, we can penetrate ISS easily, we can penetrate T-29s relatively easily, so this should be a pretty awesome game. I am not going to be too aggressive in the first moment, or will I? Actually, I will. We have plenty of the guys who are going into the heavy line. I think we need to find the balls, and I think we need to go in front like there is no tomorrow. By the way, if you're wondering what it takes to mark this tank, currently it's 3,300 combined. This is how much you need to do in order to get Mark of Excellence on this vehicle. Okay, let's see. Let's take the corner and let's try to punish them. Meanwhile, Skoda is trying to be aggressive. That is not bad whatsoever, I would say. Nah. Unfortunately, we did not penetrate Skoda, but we spanked him for 200. That is completely fine. And at this point, I am just looking for opportunities to punish the tanks like T-29 and whatnot. I don't want to lose too many hit points for free. I truly think it is just simply not worth it. All I want to do, I want to wait until they will shoot, and then we can play the game, right? How hold down are you? Not so much. How hold down are you? Not so much either, right? Huh. Not bad. Not bad. I need to give a bit of the credit for those T-29s. They are not playing horrible by any shape or any form. They are trying to side scrap to the best of their abilities, and they are trying to annoy our team. That is not bad whatsoever. Okay, okay, big boys, okay. Not bad. Okay, now the question is, can we punish this one to 2 TM? And the answer is absolutely yes. Okay, fine, fair enough. Let's try to get involved. I am trying to be safe over there. The main reason being is because if enemies will try to cross, and if enemies will try to go in, we can keep spanking them, right? This is very important thing to say. And I do not feel bad whatsoever in this kind of situation or in this kind of matchmaking. I am feeling like a fish in the water. Now speaking about the fish, Butts 447, absolutely insanity. He understood he is not in the position where he wants to be, and in fact, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for this. Watch this. Butts. Oh, come on, you could have done this better. Come on, Gonzalo, you could have spanked him harder. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Ooh, ISU, is he looking at me? I think he just fired, I'm pretty sure about this. Let's take our time to aim and kaboom. Open for accuracy, my ass. Anyways, this is what I am saying, you know? You do not need to trust the paper 100% in this game. That is the most important thing in the world of tanks. Do not trust paper 100% and you are going to be completely fine. Otherwise, you might be afraid to play with any tank in the game because on the paper it doesn't look fine or it doesn't look good whatsoever, you know? Okay, how we can deal with this? Should we be able to eliminate the 1 to 2 TM? I think yes. That's it. This gentleman just fired, so at this point he is kind of doomed, and 500 in the face. I'm telling you, fellas, this tank has something extremely satisfying to play with it. And I don't know, is it because of the alpha damage, or is it because of those high explosive shells? You are penetrating everyone, but I can tell you one thing, it is extremely satisfying to play with this tank, it truly is. Meanwhile, IS-6, okay, doesn't really matter. And one more thing to say, and this is very, very important. Even this tank is look-alike, how is it called? Like Caliban. It is not Caliban. For some reason, armor is working better on this vehicle. I do not know why, I do not know how, but this is how it feels like whenever you are playing this vehicle, right? By the way, in this kind of situation, we are going to show who is better heavy tank. IS-6, we are going to say hi there, and we are going to try to flank him like this. I do not see the point why would I go through the open field and to get into the crossfire by IS-6 or whoever else is sitting in the back. I just simply do not think it is worth it. I think we need to start using our head instead of using our PP, if that makes sense. Actually, I changed my mind. Skill, that was quick. Thank you very much. Look at this. We have a way better angle to punish the IS here. You see? IS is dead. Okay, good. Good. Very, very good. SMV. Now I'm waiting until SMV is going to get spotted, and he will. Watch this. If SMV is sitting right here next to this building... Oh yes, he is. Good. What I want to do, I want to have a proper angle to spank him in the side. Actually, no, not really. Not bad. Not bad decision, buddy. Not bad decision. How about if I would still try to build the angle for this gentleman? Now I do not really think it is going to work that fine. Okay. Good. Changed my mind once again. Maybe wasted quite a bit of time as well, but let it be. I was actually quite confused. Do I want to support our team making pressure like this or not? But I believe going straight for this IS-6 will work just fine. A lot of thinking in this game, maybe sometimes too much thinking is not so great, but nevertheless we are going to make it work, and I am not crying about the score already. There is still plenty of the things for us to do. So, how we can deal with all of this? I want to cross through the middle. I know the E25 is not spotted and Hellcat is not spotted. I am very, very well aware of that, okay? I know. But in the same time, I need to deal with this Mr. IS-6. No, how are you doing? Will you show me your ass? Wait a second. Aha! Such a 5 head in front of us. He is playing hold down over there and he is saying, come to me. You know what? No. No. I said no. Absolutely not. I'm not going to come to you. You can take 3 days, 3 nights sitting here. Hopefully my team will beat the living crap out of everyone who is sitting in the back, and then we are going to have a gangbang fest, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I am just chilling and I am just waiting until this gentleman will do something silly. I have no doubts whatsoever eventually he will try to get involved, and that was actually a very, very smart thing. I couldn't do absolutely anything for him in this situation, you know? So that is a good decision by this guy. Okay. He's still sitting hold down. Very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Very impressive, mother trucker, what can I say? Okay, Škoda is going from the back already. I'm trying to punish him in the face, unfortunately I failed doing so. Now Škoda is going to clip the living crap out of him. He is panicking, he is thinking, why have I made a decision like this? Why am I sitting here? And at this point we are just going to ram him to death. I'm not even joking. That was a prank, bro. That was a prank. That was a prank. What we figured out together, fellas, we figured out with Gonzalo, you do not want to ram IS-6. Because you cannot ram him even for once. So it is not the best tank for ramming. That's what we figured out. Now, obviously, sarcasm aside and jokes aside, I am not really happy with this game, because speaking about matchmaking like this, I suppose to have at least twice more things dealt than I have now. I made a mistake somehow. I'm not entirely sure how yet, but I have a feeling I simply... Ooh. Will you peek? Oh yes, you will. Hi. I have a feeling the biggest mistake from my side was I simply made a decision to maybe relocate from the heavy line or something like this, or maybe I was too passive, or maybe that is the reason why, I don't know. But it is what I am trying to say here, it is not a perfect result for sure. Now, speaking about perfection, if my baboonish brain is working correctly, we should see E25 going like this in approximately 5 seconds, right? Let's see. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I was wrong. It was 3 seconds. My bad, fellas, my bad. Okay, score is fixed a bit, and I am feeling tiny touch happier after this. So those were the 3 games we played with Gonzalo. I know it might not look like the best performance ever or something, but to be completely honest with you, those are the 3 games in a row when I am waking up in the morning, if that makes sense, and first thing what I'm doing, I'm crafting a YouTube video, if I can say so, right? Anyways, that's what we have for today, 3.3 thousand to finish everything off, and in the same time, what do we have? We have 39,000 profits as well. Now, overall performance, 2.9 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. I have a feeling this is below average score which I had with this vehicle when I played with it. Overall, when I played with it for Mark of Excellence, I had 3,000 average damage and 600 average assisting damage, right? So this is just tiny touch below average of my performance with this tank. Anyways, whenever you are going to meet Gonzalo, you will know what to expect, and if we have someone who has Gonzalo and who never played the game, maybe it is about the time to do so. It is absolutely amazing vehicle, at least for me. Anyways, thank you very much for watching and have a good one. Skill is out for today. Peace.